Hey, good morning, evening, afternoon, XIers, and those people who are new. Isn't it wonderful to be exponentially intelligent, especially in today's world? It's amazing, right? There's so many people that go, God, I want to be different. Different is good, but like remember back in the day, the kids that had mohawks, or maybe you had mohawks. Well, I had mohawk for a little bit. But remember, they had the mohawks. They had I don't know. They had piercings. Now they want to be different sexual, and it's not because they want to be. It's like their genetics are. But anyway, they want to be different. They want to be different than society, but then they do the same thing. For example, oh, somebody's saying ageless moss. Thank you. Anyway, uh, uh, you know, but how many kids did you see that had mohawks? How many people did you see that? Man, back in the day too, and maybe there still is. I see some people still walking like that with their pants halfway down their ass, right? Do you remember that? Do you guys remember that? It's crazy, right? And that was in style, and everybody was doing it, or people were dressing like Michael Jackson, back in the day, right? And because they wanted to be different. But if you have like billions of people that are doing the same thing just to be different, you're not any different. You're really not any different. You're trying to stay away from the system, but still you're part of the system. You're trying to break off. So unfortunately, that doesn't work that way, right? So if you really want to be different, you become exponentially intelligent. Then, because if you're exponentially intelligent, you start to become your own person, your own sense of self, and nobody can copy that. Now they might dress like you, they might have the same financial abundance like you, or the same health like you, but they're not going to be you. Everybody's going to be very, very different. I went to this beautiful gala, Race to Erase MS, and it was quite beautiful. A lot of beautiful people there, but again, they all felt different. They all felt the same to me. Faye and I, very beautiful, and some of you might have seen the pictures. And if you haven't, go on my Telegram channel, XI with Masajati, or social media, or even especially TikTok. You'll see that although we weren't one of the famous people there, what we were, that everybody was looking at us and everybody was asking us, is like, especially Faye, is like, who's that person? Do you guys get that? Now that you're exponentially intelligent, right? Do you guys get that you're walking around and people are just like looking at you like, whoa, who's that person? Right. And you might fit into the crowd, with your clothes and hairstyle and all that, but people just look at you and go, wow, that's different. I want to be that. And it creates a motivation for them to be that, because that that what they want, they don't even know what it is, but it's like they want it. That's beautiful marketing, by the way. If you were a marketer, it's like, damn, I don't know what that person has, but I want it. It's called being exponentially intelligent. You just vibe with the presence. You just vibe with the essence of being, well, complete, being you, being happy, being, in science words, in XI science, being just like connected, like you're getting closer and closer to that singularity moment. Okay? So that's what you want to be, genetically, say, independent of yourself. And this isn't just about people around you, guys. This this goes deep inside. This goes into your genetics. This is about changing your infrastructure, and your infrastructure is your how you're aging, how you look at relationships and health and spirituality and everything else that we call, say, under the guise of being human here. It's just really amazing. You become independent. You are not, an extension. You're just an extension, a regurgitation of your parents, your grandparents, and so on and so on and so on and so on. How different is that? Not so different. It's happened millions of times just to get to you guys. You're just another add-on. You're just like an extra spice, an extra shake of that salt or pepper or whatever it might be. And then you add your stuff on. Look at your kids. Take a really close look at your kids. Your kids might go, well, my kids are different. Take a look, take a close look at them. They might be the opposite of who you are, but probably all your garbage. And then, they added a little bit of their own. So being really different, not by hairstyle or anything like that, but being you. And this meditation is called a hyper meditation. It's a world frequency meditation that we do once a month, the beginning of every month, is about, well, coming into our own self, into our own intelligence, coming into our own level of just being, because that's what you're searching for. When you were a teenager, and take a breath in, we'll make it experiential now. When you were a teenager, do you notice how you wanted to separate away from society? How many of you back maybe in the 70s and maybe even today, but especially in the 60s and 70s, the flower child, the children that demonstrated, the children that was against society and all that. I know there's a lot of you out there that was that way, by the way. You guys tried drugs and all that stuff, trying to be different, trying to be against the system. Again, there were billions of you the same way in all countries, probably in different alien nations as well. If you believe in aliens like Stephen Hawkins did, and there are, that wasn't being any different. What you were trying to do, all those people, again, there's nothing wrong with mohawks. Some of you look great in it, I bet. There's nothing wrong with, I used the ripped jeans that are coming back today. When I was a kid, shit, God, I was like, what, 10, 11, 10th grade? I had the ripped jeans, man. I couldn't afford it, so I had to grind my own jeans to make them rip. That's how I did it. But you remember that you wanted to be different. It's just that we didn't want to turn into our parents. We didn't want to. We wanted to evolve as a species. It's got nothing to do with being against the system, guys. It literally didn't. Just notice. Oh, bell bottoms. Oh, do you guys remember elephant pants? That was like bigger than bell bottoms. Holy crap, right? But anyway, the neck. Notice your neck. Notice your lower back. All those things. It wasn't about like society things. They're against their system. Where they're against. Why can't they just be part of the system because it's good? Why can't you just work hard and destroy yourself like we did so you can have a better future tomorrow? It's like, and deep inside we didn't understand the concepts of it, just like your kids don't understand the concepts now. But um you know but it's just like, I want to be better than mom and dad or grandma or society. I want better religions. I want better job structures. I want better this, and I want better that, for me to be my own independent self of being human. Notice your chest, notice your ribs as you generate those frequencies of being you. That's what this is about. Breath in again. So now we have demonstrations. We've got demonstrations in France. We've got the U2 movement, which didn't turn out well, or the Me Too movement. We've got all these things that are happening out there, right? To try to be independent. And now, more so, we're trying to save the earth because, well, we fucked ourselves so much that we literally have messed ourselves up so much that it's like, gosh, you know what? I think the problem is that, we need to save the earth. Have you ever done that? People do that all the time in marriages as well. They go get drunk. They go get drunk, they do something, that's not best for the marriage, and then they feel sorry, and then they go, oh, I'll go be nice to my spouse. Or, they beat the shit out of their kids, and then they go, well, let's go on vacation, kids. Does that make sense? Would it make sense? You abuse something and then you try to be nice to it. We've abused the planet so much. We've abused ourselves so much. Now we're trying to be nice, Oh, love the people, everybody's equal. Save the planet, plant a tree, Buy $100, sweatpants, and we'll do something good for the world. All those things that we do. It's like, what the hell, guys? No, we just want to be different. It's not being different. It's rehashing the same thing. So this meditation, as we take another breath in again, from the top of our head down to the bottom of our feet, our heels, our soles of our feet. We wanted to be different. By different, you just wanted to be you. That's all it is. You just wanted to be who you were. And that's it. From the get go, many of you lost that childhood dream, right? You're so energetic to be in life. That's why kids are so vibrant, by the way. I see kids all the time. They're so vibrant. And then later on, they're just like weighing down, just because they're not evolving. Their genetic material, your consciousness, right down into the atomic level, down into those little quarks that make you up. It's designed for one thing: to evolve into a higher self of consciousness. That's that's all we are. We always want to evolve to a higher self of consciousness. The benefit of that is that we get to experience life very differently, but we don't. So today, it's a celebration of life, guys. It's about coming together. It's a celebration of who we are as humans and the possibilities of humans, not who we are as I want to impress, so and so, not who we are as I just want to be healthy, or I want to be different. I just want to be happy. That's not, that's survivalship. You weren't made to be a survivor. You're made to be a thriver, guys. This idea of just notice your chest and your ribs. This idea of just helping others, helping whatever the planet, and all that. Let's stop that. Let's just help ourselves. Let's save the humans. Because if the humans weren't around, guys, Earth would come back into its natural state, I would say, in about a year or maybe less. Look, when we had COVID, a lot of things were shut down. Earth refurbished itself really quick, and that was less than a year, right? When we started to see the changes, same thing, guys. We don't need any of that. Just focus in on yourself. Celebrate your own life. Celebrate the state of being here. And then you'll really see that you can make the grandest changes that you can. You can be that CEO that treats their employees right. You can be that president, that nation that treats their employees really, that treats their citizens well. Otherwise, you're just like every other political leader that weren't wasn't really that strong or complete. So it's like, well, shit, let's drug our citizens so they're more docile, so we can control them more. How fucked up is that, guys? Get some real leadership skills. Get some real balls, guys, and just be the person that commands. Like, shit, I want to be like them. I want to follow that person. You don't have to spend trillions of dollars to have all these things around the world to trying to keep your, say, integrity or your dominance over the world. That's what people do. Russia, China, the US, trillions of dollars. That's what the Dutch did. That's what the British did. That's what the US is doing. That's not leadership. The fuck is that, guys? Let's get. If you guys have leaders that you all have in mind, let's bring them into this meditation, right? So they can really act, or they can get out. Simple as that. This is a time of celebration. We're not waiting for anybody right now. We as citizens, we as the masses need to wake our asses up, guys. It's we who create those leaders. If we are not a victim mentality, if we are not the underdogs, if we are not the weak individuals, we command, we know who we are. We're not fighting for anything. We just know that we are brilliant beings. We need to stand up for this. Those people in power, they have nothing over us. Those people in power would want to join us. It's like, shit, what the fuck are you guys doing? So here we are. What do you want to do? You want to join the group, become exponentially intelligent, or go about your own way like we have for centuries? Let's take a deep breath in. Whoever wants to join in, again, take a deep breath in. Let's get you on your most beautiful path. We'll work on individuals with the abilities that I have. As we can work at the masses, the more people we have connected here, the more people, actually, the stronger that we can get. The more frequencies that we can like push into, so you can be a better version. So again, invite as many people as you can on the first days of the month on these world meditations. As a note, my abilities, yeah, I'm special. I know I'm special. That's the difference between you, me, and maybe a lot of people. I know I'm very brilliant. A lot of people, as you take a breath in again, notice your throat, your shoulders, your fingertips. Somebody read my bio. Notice your heart. We'll work on those individuals with respiratory issues and all that. I don't claim to be a doctor, but once you awaken your natural healing self, it's all I do, guys. I don't claim to cure you, make your life better. I awaken your natural healing properties of innately that you have that you just got buried, and then you heal yourself if you want. Somebody read my bio, and in my bio, um, the first near death, I said that I was groomed. I was groomed in perfection. So when I had my near death experience, I had fantastic abilities. Take a deep breath in, and I was just going through the process of telling you my story. And the key is that and I said the difference between me and everybody else who's had a near death experience. Watch your neck, your fingertips, your elbows. Those who have ligament damage. I don't know why I'm seeing a lot of ligament damage in you all. Um, we'll check into that. But as you age, your ligaments aren't strong enough, and then you get wobbly. So whoever that is, then it causes bone issues and so on. So I was saying, because I'm the reason why I'm different, the reason I'm 1 in 8 billion right now as we speak, is because I was honed, groomed to have those near death experiences. So I can catapult into high levels of consciousness awareness. Somebody was there. There, Carolyn falling. Okay. Um, oh wow. Okay. Falling ligament, Ethlin, Ehlers Danich syndrome. Okay, those individuals. Yeah, we'll talk more about say specifics as we get in. But again, notice your ligaments, your bones, your blood for those individuals. even blood cancers and so on. So I said that. Said, hey, you know what? I'm very different. I'm 1 in 8 billion or so people. I was groomed to have this near death because there's near deaths experiences, all the time, right? And then they wrote back, it's like, well, that's so egotistical and this and that. It's like, you're damn right it is. You're fucking right it is. It is egotistical because I found out who I am, and I'll stand on top of the mountain and go, damn, I'm different. I'm brilliant. But I'm not going to say you're not. I'm there standing on top of the mountain like I am today going, shit, we are all brilliant. Look, this is the possibilities of what we could be. You could awaken your own self. So instead of pushing against the possibilities of people who have done fantastic things, guys, especially especially when they've done it in purity, especially without selling their souls or their identities or anything like many of you have. Own it. Don't let those people go, oh, well, you're that great. What about us? We're victims here. Yeah, because you chose to be victims. You didn't choose to stand up for yourself. And you're not pulling me down. You're not pulling anybody else down. So stand up. Stand up and go, damn, you know, I am a brilliant being. And I'm going to do whatever it takes to better myself, not destroy others to equal the playing field. What we do nowadays, we destroy, we change the laws so everything's equal for the people who are weak and so on like that. And again, we should take care of them. But damn, guys, stop being a fucking victim. Get that out of your pattern, guys. I mean, I love you all the way you are, but that you don't even love yourself the way you are. So why do you want other people to force them into loving you the way you are? Because then you'll hate yourself even more. Even the ones who are, super successful, they hate themselves because they're not you. They're not themselves. As you take a deep breath in, claim who you are. When I rose to this level of success as far as frequencies go and general abundance and love with Faye and the kids and all that, I didn't shun anybody. I gathered people. I was like, guys, look, I found the secret. Here, let me share it with you. Here, take it. Let's make more. It's all you got to do. But people, they're like, well, I found the secret. I'm going to hoard it. And then there was people, I was like, I can't find the secret. You guys suck. It's not the way it works, guys. Dig down deep inside. It's right there for you. Take a breath in. Notice your gut. Who's got gut issues? Well, not just gut issues. Let's just say a lot of trauma. This is lack of identity. That's really coming up really strong. Whether you're a man or a woman, you've just been demasculated, you know, uh, by a by your parents who wasn't a strong, who didn't identify as uh, a masculine identity, and then a raging mom type frequency that hated men or loved their man so much, but they disappeared, through wars, which have killed shit. I don't know how many billions and billions of beautiful young men and women. Breath in again. Let's get away from the equality bullshit as well, because we're not equal. You don't want to be equal. You want to be you. Being you is better than anybody else you could be. Some of you go, well, God, I'm poor, I'm sick. That's not you. It's just an accumulation and a rendition of your parents, society, and all that bullshit that you think you are. That's not you. That's why you don't like yourself. And then you hate everybody else for not liking you. Or you might hate them because they like themselves, which aren't most people. Let's work on that identity issue in the groin. You stand up for who you are, the brilliant being. It took you, gosh, trillions of years to render in this form that you can actually experience and be conscious of being shit. I'm a brilliant being. There's something grander than me out there. Yeah, that grander being is you, that highly, highly intelligent identity that had the scientific knowledge to create realities like we do today. So let's celebrate that brilliant being today. Not you, not your physical form. It's not so brilliant yet because of, again, you have possibilities now. It's not so brilliant though, just because, again, you're a rendition of your parents and society and so on. Breath in, notice your spine, notice your identity, the gut area, the muscles of the lower back. Just creating a strong back. Goes back to the bones and ligaments and all that. So I guess today it's about back, bones, ligaments, um, um, the microbiome, within your gut. That creates a sludginess, um, and then that eats away. That's what it is. That sludginess or yeast type feel that are in many of you. It starts eating away the ligament and bone connection, or makes your ligaments weak. Makes your identity weak as well. You can't stand up for yourself if you're, well, can't stand up. So let's bring that frequency here for you, for your propensity to heal yourself. And then whatever that you might do. Somebody was suggesting coffee enemas help, or whatever else that's out there. Medical, Eastern, Western philosophies. They're all good and they're all bad. They turn good when your frequency is in tune to accommodate what you need to heal yourself. They're all bad if your frequency is not in tune. No matter what you do, nothing will help. So breathe in. Breathe in the natural being of who you are. And by the way, for those who want their leaders in their countries to celebrate life, and then to allow their citizens to celebrate life, giving them what they need, not more love or more peace and all that bullshit, but giving them the awakening. If you have loved ones that want that you want to awaken, again, not get love to and all that, because if you give them love and they're abusing themselves, your love to them will be abusive. Literally, if you've ever given somebody love and they abuse you, it's like, I loved them, I sacrificed for them. Well, your love wasn't the best, maybe, but then they were running frequencies of abuse and self-sacrifice and all that, so their love wouldn't be accepted. That seems to be a theme that's coming up right now as well. So we'll work on that as we work on the bones and ligaments, and which includes thickness of the heart, or thickness of the pliable tissues, muscles. So the heart for women, the uterus area, or the ovaries. Also, it would include hardening, say, of the arteries or veins or even capillaries, right? So the pliable, so-called muscular organs or tissues, they wouldn't be tissues, but whatever they are. I don't know what veins and arteries are. I don't know what you'd call them, but they've got muscles that can expand, contract, and so on like that. That's all because of this sludgy type feel. So we'll put that, continue working on those types of individuals. Love of self. You'd have to really love yourself to celebrate yourself. You know, people people always want to be different because they don't know who they are. People who have curly hair, they want straight hair. People who have straight hair, they want curly hair. People who have blonde hair want, dark hair, and vice versa. Uh, People who are men, uh, want that feminine aspect, or they're forced to be that feminine aspect because they've lost their femininity. People who are females, they compare themselves to males, thinking that males have it better, and males think that women have it better, and all this. Um, if you're not yourself, you won't be any better in any situation. Look at men. A lot of women, well, the men dominate this world. They don't. They have it better. More men get killed. More men are in war. More men commit suicide. More men are public, they're in jail. More men are addicted to drugs. More men are addicted to homeless. More men are outcasts. And then women want to go, oh, I want to be like men. I want to create success like men. Why the fuck would you want to do that? And then men. They look at women. Take a breath in, notice your groin, notice your chest, breasts. You're a woman or whatever. Have breasts and then your brain. Let's connect those three together so we know who we are. And then women, men despise women. They just have to be pretty and then luck opens up to them. Was it? There's a song by the Eagles, Hotel California. Saying in there, all they have to get by is they know how to smile. That somebody can put that on. City girls, yeah, city girls know all they have to do is get by with a smile, right? Comes easy for them. Show a little leg where I have to work my ass off. They're pretty. Some guy dates them and they're set for life. And all that other typical scenarios, right? And then men hate. There's men that hate women for that. Then they dominate, then they abuse, and then they destroy. And women do that to themselves. They lose themselves, their sense of self. They sell themselves out for their success. Take a breath in. Then they get old, and then they wonder why they hate themselves, and then they blame the men. Let's get rid of that shit. Just celebrate who you are in your original state of what you could have been, not what you've turned out to be, what you could have been. Because that could have is still alive. What if we could reclaim that? Celebrate yourself the way you knew that you were when you were awake. This is the time. It's time. For those who want to join the celebration of finding self, and even if you don't think you could do it for yourself, if you step up, you do it for your kids or your loved ones. Maybe you think it's too late for you, and maybe it is. But an awakened death, even, shit, it's better than dying. Because you're already dead now. You're just waiting to be buried. So awaken and die properly if you need to. If you're old or you're too ragged, you've destroyed the body. It's all right. Just wake up. Die with dignity if you need to, if you have to. I'm not saying you should, but then you can reclaim yourself. Come back sooner and enjoy the celebration that's going to happen. And then for those who are available, who haven't destroyed their bodies, and you can reclaim them, you can awaken here. Either way, celebrate because you're an awakened being. You don't need the body to celebrate. So don't feel remorse, by the way. An awakening of self, even the last second of death, is more brilliant than a lifetime. And those who can stay here and have awakened, well, you get, could be this your lifetime. This allows us our freedom for those individuals who've died, who've crossed over, wishing, lamenting that they didn't live life the way they should have. And then you all are carrying the burdens of their burdens, plus yours. So helping set those people free just takes a huge load off society. How can you celebrate if there's death in and around you, the stench of death? The death upon you, your kids, future generations that aren't even born. So breathe in. Let's let them go. Let's allow them to let you all go by releasing their genetics. That's what's holding you down, holding you back. So we're celebrating our highest genetic code of what you could be. Breath in again. There we go. Notice how you feel. Are you guys feeling tingling or in and around you? That's the release of death. Whether, however you want to experience death, there's a science behind it. Or lingering memories of those who have crossed over through your genetics. Your parents died of heart issues. Lingering memories, you're attached to your parents through your heart issues, for example. Somebody, all the crazy stuff that have happened in the lands that we live on. Just think of all the wars, the billions of people who have died through wars, through murders, through shit, death in hospitals. Their presence stagnates here. In nature, it doesn't do that. But humans, stagnation, you can't celebrate. So as you take a deep breath in, the slimy stuff, the bones and so on, those are bones of your dead. What I was talking about earlier. They're not your skeletal system. You're a scientist, your genetic patterns that you've inherited from your parents. It's not the physicalness of that. It's the underlying presence. of your past, your lineage, still walking within you, destroying your identity of who you are. Stopping you from celebrating the life that you live. Those who are crossing over, of course, that's what this is about. Those people. You helped my dad cross over. Yes, that's what that was about, hon. Those people who are about to. There's no shame in it. There's no lament. There's no, I wish I could have lived life differently. Because you'll carry that over into the next realm. And then that next realm comes back into this realm. And then again, it's a vicious, it's very stenchy cycle. It stinks. Literally, physically, scent-wise, it stinks of death. If you look at public places, especially where people have died, people will notice a stench in and around them. Some of you are feeling that. That's what that is. Releasing all those individuals. It was Memorial Day this past weekend. I'll put a video on my Telegram channel, XI with Masajati, and I'll put it on other TikTok as well, but or other social media. But as I was going to the airport, and there are just miles and miles and miles of tombstones in this cemetery for veterans of wars. Literally miles, and it goes past what the eye can see. Minnesota is kind of flat, so you can see a long ways out, and there's no end. All those individuals, they're still there. Their presence, their essence, their memories. When you walk into, say, your parents' bedroom, their death, their essence still lingers. It lingers within their clothes, their possessions, their jewelry, their money, your inheritance that you are wearing. That gets handed down. So cleaning those up. Breath in again. Many of you are feeling that funky smell. Yep. Becoming you will help the pandemic of mental health issues that people are going through. The number one reason people have anxiety, multiple disorders, and schizophrenia, depression, suicide, you don't know who you are. Those who have jewelry and all that from your parents, beautiful jewelry, you don't have to give it away. Let's just clean it up for you. Let's clean the house or whatever inheritance that you've had. Again, it's a celebration of an extension of their life. not forgetting them, but it's a celebration of what they've toiled, what they've gone through, what they've sacrificed to get you to where you are today. All of those people who've died in the past. So you don't have to recreate their sacrifice, because their sacrifice is in vain. How can you honor somebody by recreating the same experience that they went through? That's not an honor, that's a disgrace. Because they went through that sacrifice for you to be better. And now you're fucking doing the same thing as they did, sacrificing yourself? What the hell is that? Even if they thought that that was what you needed, or your parents who are still alive, it's like, shit, I went through this bullshit. Now you have to go through it because I did, because that's the way I learned. That's fucked up. No, they sacrificed so you could have a better life. It's just genetically ingrained in you. So let's not repeat the patterns of the past and celebrate your own self. Take a breath in. So if you want to think of your grandparents, whatever you inherited from them, all those things, just wash it away, including your diseases, including the political systems, the religious systems, the financial systems, all those things. Again, the teachings. Teachings are great, but what they went through to give you those teachings, that's what's great. Um, Sorry, that's what's not so great, but the teachings are great. So let's get rid of what they went through and give you the pure teachings of what they came up with. Breath in again. So you can celebrate you. There we go. It's interesting. According to, and I could be wrong, but according to the real calendar, um, June would be literally the first month of the year. June would actually, according to, if you kept everything in line, June would be literally the first day of spring, or the first day of life in the universal calendar. So let's do this new year proper. Let's not go by calendars, the Gregorian calendar, the Chinese calendar, whatever. Let's go by the universal theme. Let's reunite. Again, a celebration of reuniting, reunification, of coming back into alignment of the grander version by harmonizing with the frequencies that created us, created everything. I created our genetic code that we've nearly destroyed. So let's bring it back. There we go. as we end, comment in on how you're feeling. Not scanning today, but did work on all of you, by the way. So, what this is about at the level, again, that I can create frequencies, uh, whatever issue that you have. Again, since I awaken your natural healing abilities, I don't need to know your issues. You do. I just awaken your natural healing abilities. And then, yes, so you will, whatever that you need resolved will awaken for you. Okay. Or you'll have that propensity. So don't think, Moss didn't scan me today. Okay. It's not about that. It's about you being awakened. That's all I do. Literally, that's all I do is I help you awaken. And then you go, shit, I don't need that. And then your natural self comes through. Revive, greater circulation. I didn't work on anybody's circulation. My left arm and shoulder feels better. I feel scanned. Lovely way of putting it. Whoa, so much physical release. Yep. Those are all those things that aren't you. And so let's celebrate. Um, if you're new to me, again, welcome. Some of you might go, uh, Unstoppable London. Yeah, so some of you might go, it's like, well, how does this work before I can believe in it? Shit, you don't know how life works anyway, and you're still running. You don't know how your phone works, and you're still using it. You don't know how Chat GPT works. Nobody does, and people are still using it. You didn't know how the plane works, and you're still using it, right? And if I did tell you how it all works, you wouldn't understand it anyway because it's so simple. You wouldn't believe me even if I told you how it works. So just imagine this, guys. I've created this beautiful dish for you. I took, I don't know, decades, lifetimes maybe to prepare it for you to understand the nuances of it. All you have to do is taste it. Taste the beauty of life. You don't know what happened. You don't need to know how to prepare it or anything. Those who do, yes, there's meditations, there's all that stuff for you if you want to. I can show you the step-by-step ingredients that I use, but for you to enjoy it, for you to benefit from it, just enjoy the dish, guys. Just enjoy it. Okay, it's all you need to know for you. um, Breathing easier, that's beautiful. um, Unstoppable London. That's coming up June 9th through the 11th. Guys will be in London here, Faye and I. That's coming up. It's not my event, but obviously you're welcome to attend. I'll be speaking, not all the time, obviously, because it's not my event. However, there is a London event that is ours, London and Ibiza. Right? Beautiful events. And this year, the theme is celebration of who you are, celebration of life. Okay. So it's not about, it's more so of celebrating of the possibilities, our potential, on how to do things proper. Uh, in the past, it's all about XI has been about fixing things, healing things, and so on. But there's so many people now with XI that have, reclaimed, and people are going, Moss, I'm good now. Now what do we do? Well, fuck, we celebrate life, guys. That's all we do. We're going to be celebrating life. So this whole year is the year of celebration. June 23rd, we've got a gathering where two or more gather. It's going to be live in Minneapolis, my hometown. We're going to gather. It's going to be a great celebration. It's a celebration. There's a vortex on where Lake Harriet Spiritual Center is, where literally we help keep that place alive, so they can do the wonderful things that they do through your donations, by the way. So thank you for that. I think you can might join it online, but again, it's more fun when we're together. We're just going to have a great time. We're going to enjoy the lakes that are there. Guys, it's a great family place to bring your kids. London Ibiza is October 2023. Um, we were going to have an info call on that, but some of the pieces, the exciting pieces that we're just waiting for, we're still waiting for that. So we just wanted to hold off and do it really, really right. Somebody can hear better. That's beautiful. Oh, I'll tell you a story as we end about hearing better. And then the Tahiti cruise. Guys, Tahiti cruise. That's January 2024. That's coming up, which is really good. Just think, I don't know how long is the cruise, baby?
10 days.
Whoa, it's a 10-day cruise, guys. So you get to hang out with Faye and I and maybe some of my kids for 10 days. And we just create, it's the last time we did a cruise, the last time we do anything, even on the 18 days we're not even together. You guys know this family feeling that we get. So imagine just hanging out all together, all XIers. I mean, we're not the whole boat isn't ours. It's a huge boat, but that group, it's just going to be a great family get together for us. So that's coming up it's all on the website. But as we end, guys, I just want to leave you with this as we celebrate as far as hearing better. So um yesterday I woke up past couple of days, woke up working really, really dizzy. I didn't know what was going on. So finally I actually had to go to urgent care. I couldn't figure out why I was so dizzy, you know. And they looked at my ear, and my ear was so impacted with wax because I work on the house. I'm a hands-on guy. I love working on my house and so on. So every time I cut and all that, I just keep shoving all that wax, and it was so compacted that well, my hearing was bad. And some of you might go, God, why do you and Faye have such a fantastic relationship? Well, I think I figured it out why. It's like I don't hear half the stuff that she says. That's why. Just a joke, sweetie. Come here. Anyway, that's the running joke for today. It's like I didn't hear half the stuff that she said all these years, and everything was peaceful. But now that I can hear, I don't know.
You make so much sense now.
We'll see how it goes, guys. Now that my hearing is so much better.
Okay.
Anyway, so from our family, guys, thanks for being here. Celebrate your family as well, guys, and we'll see you around. All right. Anything else to say?
No,
Maybe?
I'm good.
All right,
Happy
good.
Sunday.
Happy Sunday, guys. Happy
June.
life, guys. Happy New Year, by the way, guys. All right. Peace. Let's celebrate.